Wildcat fans, we are back here on WCHS Sports. Want to apologize. We had another freeze up, so we had to stop the stream. We are now on stream number 3 for the WCHS Wildcats versus Hickman County. So if you're watching, please help us to get the word out to other people so they can join over in this new stream. For some reason, our software just crashed on us right in the middle of the stream there. So we've restarted, rebooted. Hopefully everything will be back good for the rest of the game. First half stats, leading the way for the Wildcats tonight. Number 7, Cameron Campfield. Number 6, Campfield had 7 points in the first half. Justice Bell with 6 points. Case Butler and Sailor Skelton both had 4 apiece for the 21 points for the Wildcats. For the Bulldogs, leading the way tonight is number 12, Elisha Puckett. He had 9 in the first half. Will McDonald had 7. Tyler McKinnon had 4. Dylan Qualls with 2. 22-21 the score. We're going to be getting started with second half action here in about 3.5 minutes. Wildcats are going to have to come out in the second half. They're going to have to play with some ferocity, intensity. Defensively going to have to step up and really contest some shots to try to keep it up. But the Wildcats did a great job there in the second quarter, clawing back into this game. We're going to see what they do in the second half. We're going to have that action for you right here on WCHS Sports. For the start of the second half here on WCHS Sports, Bulldogs with possession here, leading 22-21. McDonald rings around and he gets the ball over to Puckett. Puckett back over to Brown. Brown working against Robertson. The pick set by Puckett and Brown going to take it all the way. But Braden Brown with his first 2 points of the game opens back up to another 3-point lead. And now the full court pressure here by the Bulldogs. Cats working to get the ball across the timeline. They do. Davis gets the ball over to Skelton in the corner. He drives inside, takes it and passes it out to Will Robertson. Rebound off the mark, no good, and collected by the Bulldogs. Now Brown gets the ball taken away by Justice Bell. Bell with a three-pointer, no good, and Puckett pulls the rebound. Now Puckett brings the ball up the floor. He stops and passes over to Brown. Brown with a three-pointer. That three-pointer off the front of the iron, no good, and we're going to get a push foul underneath the basket. That's going to be a foul against Qualls. That's going to be Qualls' third foul of the game as Logan Davis got driven to the floor. So that's going to give possession back over to the Wildcats here in the third quarter. Starting five on the floor for the Cats: Robertson, Bell, Davis, Canfield, and Skelton. On the floor for the Bulldogs: Brown, McDonald, Qualls, Puckett, and McKinnon. Puckett with the steal. He passes the ball over to McDonald underneath. McDonald with a two-pointer. Now the inbounds pass to Will Robertson. Robertson tries to dribble it ahead, but he's cut off by the double team. He gets it over to Logan Davis. Now Davis is going to swing it around the other end of the floor. He brings it across. He gets it out. Now he's getting trapped, but he gets it over to Canfield. Canfield drives inside, kicks it over to Robertson. Robertson with a shot fake, instead pulls back, goes over to Davis. Now Davis with a deep three-pointer off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound collected by Puckett, and Puckett pushing ahead. 26-21 the score. And now Puckett with a deep three-pointer off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound brought in by Brown. Brown off the front of the iron, no good. Now the rebound fought for by Skelton, collected by Davis. He passes over to Bell, and Bell's going to bring the ball up the floor. He's going to try to take it all the way. Pulls up from 15 feet, and Justice Bell with a little floater. That basket good. And we're going to get a timeout taken on the floor as Wayne County going to take a 30-second timeout. Wildcats responding well here. The Bulldogs came out to start the second half doing exactly the same thing they did in the first half. Full court defensive pressure, trying to rattle the Wildcats, trying to force some turnovers and get some easy baskets. And initially they were able to do that. They created a turnover there, got the ball back up the floor, got an easy basket, extended the lead back out to 5 right off the jump. And now the Wildcats matching that intensity, trying to do what they can to get through that full court pressure. Able to get the ball up the floor, able to get in a position. Good defensive play by Justice Bell, stripping the ball away from a Bulldog player and taking it in and putting up the basket himself to make sure that this thing didn't get out of hand. In the third quarter, second half, you definitely don't want to fall behind and have to climb out of a hole. Now the Bulldogs with possession. Puckett inbounds, and he's going to get the ball back, and he's going to bring the ball up the floor. Elisha Puckett, leading scorer for the Bulldogs, working against Cayman Canfield. He's going to get the ball over to McDonald. McDonald tries to dribble around. He gives the ball over to Qualls. Qualls now with the screen set, and now we've got a screen inside. There's a hard shot that Logan Davis took right to the mouth off of it. Looked like a moving screen, but they did not call that. Instead, they called Will Robertson on a foul as McKinnon going to the basket. So McKinnon going to the line to shoot two. McKinnon's first shot, no good. Second shot from McKinnon away. That one's going to fall through. Now Davis to inbound the ball. He gets the ball over to Robertson. Robertson dribbles up. Don't want to dribble into the double team. And now he passes over to Bell. Bell brings it up. He swings it back out to Davis. Davis kicks it up the head to Bell. Bell over in the corner to Canfield. Canfield wide open for three. And when you give Cayman Canfield that kind of a look, he is going to knock it down. 27-26, that three-pointer, and brings it back down to a one-point game. We're 5:25 to go in the third quarter. Brown working inside. He finds McKinnon. McKinnon working at Skelton, kicks it out to Puckett. Puckett now drives around to the inside. The shot no good. Rebound collected by Skelton. He gives the ball to Will Robertson, and Robertson's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Cats. Cats move the ball up the floor, and Robertson calls Davis over and says, here, take the ball. You set up the offense. Now the Wildcats trying to work outside in. Ball dribbled into Canfield. Canfield hit from behind, and now the ball stolen away as McDonald drives up the floor. Not going to be able to convert, but now we're going to get a foul on the floor. Qualls called for a push foul from behind, That's going to be
His
fourth foul for Dylan Qualls, and Qualls is going to have to go to the line. He's going to have to go to the sideline, rather, now with 4 fouls here in the third quarter. Robertson brings the ball up the floor. He passes over to Davis, passes back to Robertson, back ahead to Bell. Bell finds Canfield. Canfield with the wide open three. There it is. Give Cayman Canfield wide open looks, and we'll take them all night long. 29-27 the score now. 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats have jumped back out in front. It's been a back and forth game after we got past that opening stanza, as the Cats have clawed back into it and now have jumped out to a lead. Puckett with the ball, shot fake. He dribbles, brings it in, and then the floater off the rim, no good. Ball goes out of bounds over to the Cats. So the Wildcats with possession. 4:14 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats out to a 29-27 lead. And the Bulldogs once again showing full court pressure. Pass into Canfield in the middle. He passes back to Robertson. Robertson pushes ahead to Davis. Davis back to Robertson. Robertson over to Bell. Bell across the floor to Logan Davis. Davis with a three-pointer himself. And Logan Davis says, hey, let me jump into the party here. He knocks down a three-pointer for his first points of the game. And the Wildcats have jumped out to a 32-27 advantage. And the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take that timeout with them, and we'll be back here on WCHS Sports. All right, Wildcat fans, we're back. 3:59 to go here in the third quarter of action. Wildcats have jumped out to a 5-point advantage over the Bulldogs. Brown brings the ball up the floor. He steps back, passes over to Bystad, over to Puckett. Puckett gives the ball over to McKinnon. Now McKinnon with the handoff to McDonald. McDonald back over to Puckett. Puckett being guarded there by Canfield, and now the screen being set, but Canfield gets around and fights through. Puckett fights through now with a two-pointer off the glass. So 2 more points for Puckett. It's going to cut the lead back down to 3. And now the pass knocked away by McDonald, and McDonald throws it off of Logan Davis. Ball out of bounds off Davis, and that's going to give possession back over to the Bulldogs. And that's what happens when you get into that full court defensive pressure. You got to make good, clean passes to get through the press. A bad pass or something like that just gets them a steal of a possession. Canfield with the rebound, and now Canfield fighting for the ball with Brown. Canfield gets the ball out to Robertson. Now Robertson in triple team will get a timeout taken, and Coach Franks is going to take a timeout. Probably going to be a 30-second timeout. Nope, it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take that timeout with them. We'll be back here on WCHS Sports. Welcome back, Wildcat fans, here on WCHS Sports. 3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats coming out of a timeout, 32-29 with the lead. Wildcats with possession coming out of the timeout, but now that's 3 timeouts the Wildcats have had to use here, and so only 2 timeouts remaining for the rest of the game. Bell with the ball. He passes ahead to Robertson. Robertson loses the handle, and now we're going to get a jump ball situation in the possession arrow with the Cats. So the Cats going to retain possession coming off the jump ball. And now the ball goes out of bounds on the sideline. The official trying to direct traffic. Somebody's got to take the ball out here. And now Robertson gets over there to take the ball out for the inbounds pass. And now the Cats working to try to get the ball in. He gets the ball to Bell. Bell right back to Robertson. Pass ahead to Canfield. Three-pointer is good. And Canfield fumbled on the play. Going to get a chance to go to the line for a 4-point play, and that could be a massive shot right there to blow this game open for the Cats as Tyler McKinnon picks up his first foul of the game, third team foul against the Cats. Yeah, Will, that inbound pass, Will threw it off the back of the defender, took it back himself, then passed ahead to Bell. Bell pushed it over to Canfield. Canfield with the three, and absolutely got mauled as he put up that three-point shot. Shot fell through, good and true, and now the Wildcats with a shot to make a 4-point play. That 4-point play is good for Canfield, and now the Cats enjoy a 7-point lead here in the third quarter. Puckett brings the ball up the court. He's going to dribble around and kind of blindside back over to McDonald. McDonald dribbles around to the top. He gets the ball back over to Brown, and Brown trying to direct traffic. He's going to back out and try to set up. Now Puckett with the screen. He gets around Bell. Bell pushes through over to Blystad. No good. Rebound collected by Canfield. And now Canfield clears out to Bell. Bell going to bring the ball up the floor. And now the Bulldogs going to settle into a half-court man-to-man defense, realizing that the Cats have figured out a way to break that press. Davis finds Canfield looping around the corner. He puts up the three-pointer a little strong that time. Puckett on the rebound, and now Puckett brings the ball back up the floor. Off the glass, it's going to fall through. Puckett cuts it back down to a 5-point game. And now the Bulldogs back into the pressure. Robertson with the ball. He's dribbling against Brown. He tries to push ahead. He does. And then he throws the ball out of bounds. Waiting to see a signal. They're okay. We're going to say it's off the Bulldogs here. So Davis on the sideline take the ball out of bounds. He's got McDonald right in his face. He gets the ball inbound to Canfield. Canfield working against Puckett, going to drive inside. He passes the ball off to McDonald. McDonald down with the travel. And Will went up for the shot, had the defender in his face, wasn't able to get it off. Came back down with it, so that's going to be a travel all day long. And now Case Butler and Nate Beavis back to the floor for the Cats as Sailor Skelton and Will Robertson are going to come to the sideline. 1:54 to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs with possession. Wildcats at a 36-31 lead here. Canfield working against Puckett defensively. Puckett trying to get inside. He pushes the fadeaway jumper, and that fadeaway for Puckett going to fall through. We're back to a one-possession game. Inbound pass to Beavis. Now Beavis dribbles up the floor. He's got to get ahead. He gets across the timeline. Gets the ball over to Davis. Davis is going to think about it. He drives it inside. Logan Davis takes it all the way. 2 points off the glass for Davis, and we're back to a 5-point advantage. 1:22 to play here in the third. Puckett brings the ball up the floor for the Bulldogs. He's directing traffic. He wants to get a screen. He gets it, and he gets a three-point shot away against Case Butler. Ball goes out of bounds. Instead, now the fight inside the seal, and now it came in Canfield with a block, but they're going to call him on a foul. As they say, they're going to foul. He's going to foul Seal going to the line. So Kamen picks up his first foul of the game, and that's going to put Seal to the line to shoot two. First shot short. What's that old saying? Ball don't lie. First shot short, Seal no good. Seal's second shot now away. Off the mark, no good. Rebound collected by Beavis, and he gets the ball over to Canfield. Now Canfield working back up the court, dribbles around behind him, loses the handle as it gets knocked away, and now the pass ahead to Puckett. Puckett with the basket. The basket is going to be good for Puckett. And Logan Davis going to be guilty of the foul as he hit him going to the rack. So Logan Davis has now picked up 3 fouls here in the third quarter, and 38-35 with a chance to convert the three-point play. And that shot is good. So just like that, the Bulldogs have been able to cut the lead back down to 2, 38-36. Davis gets the ball knocked away by McDonald, but that happens when you get hit hard and fouled. So the foul committed by McDonald. That's going to be Will McDonald's first foul of the game. Ball goes out of bounds. That's 14 fouls against the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. Bell inbounds the ball back to the very back into the backcourt. Now he's going to get caught in a double team. He passes ahead to Canfield. Canfield to Beavis. Beavis ahead to Case Butler. Butler off the glass, 2 points. Nice assist and feed there by Beavis. 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter as Puckett works against Canfield. He drives inside, spins, no good. Rebound collected and corralled by Brown. The ball knocked away. Justice Bell collects the ball, gives it over to Nate Beavis. Beavis going to push ahead. And now he gives the ball to Canfield. Canfield had the three-pointer. Instead, he goes to Logan Davis, and Davis gets absolutely mauled going to the right. That's going to send Logan Davis to the line to shoot 2. And we'll see who they're going to call that against. They're going to call that against 44. That's Bystad picking up his second foul of the game. 5 team fouls now against the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. Going to put the Cats in the bonus. So Logan Davis to the line to shoot 2. First shot is good. Davis' second shot is good. Puckett over here talking a little trash to Cope Freitrang while the foul shooting was going on. Not sure what's going on there and why they're letting that go. Now Puckett drives to the lane, and we're going to get no shot, no call as we're going to get a call here waiting on the official. The official's going to call 25 Canfield for the foul. So Canfield picks up a foul. Second team foul against Canfield, 4th team foul. 6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Puckett to inbound the ball. He gets the ball to McDonald underneath. The shot away is no good, but we're going to get a foul called against Justice Bell. So that's going to put McDonald on the line to shoot 2 as Justice Bell picks up his first foul of the game, and that's now 5 team fouls against the Cats here in the third quarter. 6-point lead now for the Cats, but McDonald with 2 shots at the line with the chance to cut into it here. First shot for McDonald is good.